This is Eric Broom, Module 5, Continuous Improvement for AEP 858, and let's get going. So here's a tweet. This was from my high school. We brought in a couple ladies from the local bank, and they basically helped work with our 5th and 6th graders on kind of like money management and using money, counting money, what a loan looks like. So we really try and do things like this to get the community involved and give our students those meaningful real life skills. Where we are now, just some demographics here. So you can see we're 94% white, so we don't have a lot of diversity. 0% English learners, so there's no language barriers. We have 16% students with disabilities and 35% low SES. And then a little perspective data. So as you can see, our climate and our expectations have dropped significantly. School events and empowerment are up. So the culture, climate is what I'm going to really hit on today. So that's kind of our focus. Here's just some instructional data also. So you can see our reading and math. We are above state average on that, which is great to see. But then on the right, at our graduation rate, you see that we are below our target and pretty far below our goal. So that's definitely something we want to look at and push for to increase or improve next year. Where do we want to be? So our missions, every student, every day. Our visions, empowering today's leaders to excel in tomorrow's endeavors. We're a Leader in Me school, so we focus a lot in the elementary on these 7 habits. And some of the surveys and the MRA that I'm going to talk about, a lot of that comes from Leader in Me instructional books and stuff like that. Just like this one is. So this right here is from one of the MRAs that we did at the beginning of the year, and you can see our environment, our supportive environment for students is about average, and our staff satisfaction, although it says it went up, which is interesting because when we look a little bit later, it appears that that's gone down quite a bit. So here again, from the MRA that we took, it's going to go from left to right from year. So the left side is 17-18, then 18-19, then 19-20. And all I really want to look at is, you can tell, just kind of a trending downward spiral. Okay, it's got a negative spiral to it. And you'll also see on the latest side, so on the far right side, there's going to be a lot of data points that have zeros, and I'm not totally positive why that is, other than they must have removed that from this year's survey. Okay, but either way, you'll still see that downward spiral. Okay, so then we look at academics. Again, that's dropping. And then we look at our culture, and again, dropping. Okay, so then basically what we looked at then is why, and we took this Speed of Trust book by Stephen Covey and did a book study with everybody. So everybody in the elementary, basically we have a certain section of the book to read. We take certain parts of it, we take notes on it, and then when we come together for our PD time, we always have a specific time set where we're going to go over this and talk about it. Okay, so on the top left, that is another MRA that we took just for the staff, and again you can see how integrity is low, which to me correlates with our culture and our trust. So that being said, and you can see intent and capability, we feel like we're very capable, but we must not feel that our other staff members, we must not feel, are as capable. So there's something going on there. So how are we going to get where we want to be? These are protocols that our principal and leadership team put together for us to work on. So there's different protocols that we can do. So you can see sharing quotes from the book. We're taking certain parts of the book, saying what it means to each other. We're doing whole group discussions. We're writing significant parts of the book that we found on cards, just different things to really elaborate on the book and parts of the trust and what it talks about. So that's been going really well. A lot of good discussion around that. And then is what we're doing making a difference? So this is the first year we've implemented the book reading. We're also doing a hawk huddle, which basically you get with a different teacher in the building, and then you get students from, you might have like 12 students from different grades come in, and then we do activities. So you get to work and collaborate with somebody you're not used to working with, and that's been really good. Then we do a biweekly assembly with everybody in the gym, um, and then action teams that have been put together work with the students to put together sharing activities and just different stuff to do during the assembly. So again, kind of just working with other teachers that you're not used to working with. So although the COVID-19 has slowed this whole process down, we still are doing our book studies. We're still doing it, through Zoom and talking about it through Zoom. Kind of expected just to read it on our own and then share things. We'll do another survey at the end of the year, and once we finish the book, to kind of analyze what changes we've seen, if any, and why. And then most likely then we will put together maybe even another survey with a more focused questions, and hopefully get some more focused data on the culture. Okay, and then obviously we will do continuous discussion during PLC time about the book, about the issues we're having, and just getting opinions and ideas from everybody. Then just a quick summary. So to me, I think that it would help to have more structured professional development for teachers to build relationships. Sometimes the structure is so rigid that, because we don't have a lot of time in PD, if there's a certain subject or something we need to focus on, it's 100% on that, and then there's not a lot of relationship building. It's just the instructional collaboration, which I hit on a little bit lower there. So maybe just trying to figure out how to allocate time effectively for both instructional collaboration and relationship collaboration, especially with how much of an issue that relationship piece is right now with our staff. So, have we asked other principals about their staff culture and maybe ways they've implemented different things to strengthen that? I don't know. I think that would be a good idea. And how can we expect students to trust each other or trust us if we don't trust each other? Yeah, that's a big deal. And like I talked about earlier, the Hawk Huddle, great opportunity to build relationships. And our goal right now is to take that culture survey. Actually, there was 2 culture surveys, but we want to take those from that mid 60s, close to 70. We want to get that above 85. Okay, so we want to keep moving up towards that 100%. And that is all I have. Thanks for listening.